Good evening, one and all. This is Rohini Jayanti from Beyond Academics. I welcome one and all to this Read Your Story event. Beginning with Beyond Academics is a small baby platform that has been started by me way back in 2018, wherein I used to go to schools and colleges and train children on different things that are apart from their academics, like confidence building, etiquettes, interview facing, group discussions, examination preparation, and all these things, and certain mindful sessions as well. And as we all know, the 2020 COVID has hit and Beyond Academics slept. And it was again in 2021, September, October, it all started with poetry writing contest for the children that really got a huge response. And in fact, it has been published also. And now this is the second event of Beyond Academics Read Your Story event. Every time I go to this small sapling Beyond Academics, it gives me fruits of joy, excitement, and all, spending with those little souls and all the people who has graced this occasion. It's all just because of the support, their cooperation, and their timely help. I'm able to do this much little to the kids. So today, this event has been organized and we have got amazing 34 story submissions, which have been judged by our esteemed judge Anupama Dalmia. And she has chosen 12 participants for the finale. And all these 12 participants would be reading out their stories today. And we'll have all ears for all of them. And before starting the event, I would like to invite all our guests for today's occasion. Our chief guest for today is none other than Anupama Dalmia. She doesn't need any introduction, but Anupama Dalmia is a Rex Karmveer Chakra awardee, a multiple award-winning writer, serial entrepreneur with 3 ventures, social influencer, creative writing mentor, and choreographer. Sheroes champion and Amazon approved influencer, founder and chief mentor at Beyond the Box, where she develops creative writing skills in kids through unconventional methodologies and a holistic approach. Choreographer at Rhythms and Beats, which is a dance enterprise, and co-founder and website designer at Tingle Your Taste Buds, which is a cookery website. That is really amazing to know. The more we know about Anupama Dalmia, the more we start loving her. Thank you so much, Anupama, for being a chief guest for today. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. My pleasure totally. And thank you for that lovely introduction. I'm really, touched with all that love and support I get from all of you. And I'm really looking forward to today because as you mentioned that kids, anything to do with kids is something I'm very passionate about. So yeah, really, I mean, it's in fact going through all the entries at the beginning also was such an amazing experience. You gave me a real tough job, I must say. so yeah, but yeah, I'm looking forward to listening to all the kids today.
Thank you so much. And now we have our guest of honor for today. Amazing people, the people I love the most. So first is Shweta Singh. Shweta Singh is a passionate storyteller and a podcaster, and has her own short stories and poems podcast called Shweta's Basket, available on 18 of the most popular podcast platforms and also on YouTube. Not only that, she's an amazing writer whose work has been published in more than 10 anthologies. She has written for various online platforms like Women's Web, Penmancy, Artoons in Literature, Lovers Association, and Mom's Presso, and she has won numerous competitions for both her prose and poetry. Welcome, Shweta.
Thank you so much, Rohini. It's an honor to be here. And hi to everybody.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Now we have another guest, Sharmila Agarwal. She is the founder of Prisha Publications and Prisha Art Gallery. She has worked as the president for Hyderabad chapter, Ohara Ikebana, and the first vice president to Hyderabad chapter. She is an author, writer, and poet. Her books Ikebana, Japani Pushpakala, and Ikebana for Beginners, and also Chand Lamhe. It is an amalgamation of her poetries and illustrations. She is an accomplished artist and a painter, and also an established contemporary miniature painting artist, and her paintings are widely appreciated and recognized for their positive approach of the subject. She is the participant at International Amsterdam Art Fair this year, and also the founder of Artisakriti, a group of young women painters of Hyderabad. Thank you so much, Sharmila. I'm honored to have you here today.
Thank you. Thanks, Rohini. It's great to be here, seeing you all. It's so vibrant and full of life. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. And next, we have Gauri Bhargav. Gauri Bhargav is a certified storyteller from Kathalaya, an avid reader and an amazing writer. She has an absolute passion to narrate stories, especially to children. She has been actively involved in conducting book clubs and storytelling events for school children. And currently, she's been rendering her support as a storyteller for schools through her digital platform. And her writing works can also be found in various anthologies. Her YouTube channel dedicated to storytelling is Gauri Storyteller. Thank you so much, Gauri, for gracing this occasion as a guest of honor for today.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure to be here. I'm very excited to listen to all the stories that the children have got to say.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Gauri. And
Thank
next
you.
we have Sridevi Srinivasan. She hasn't yet turned up, I guess. Sridevi Srinivasan is a storyteller, trainer, and a founder of League of Little Legends. She works towards inculcating reading ability and instill love for reading. Her joy lies in curiosity of young minds to think and tell stories. Thank you so much, Sridevi. She will be joining soon.
Yeah, I'm here.
Wow. Thank you, Sridevi. Thank you so much for gracing this occasion, dear.
Thank you so much, Rohini. I love this initiative and also looking forward to listen to all the little storytellers, story writers as well.
My pleasure, Sridevi. And next we have Preeti Warrior. She's a professor in an engineering college in Mumbai, and she's one among the winners of the Times of India Write India campaign season 1. Her work can be found in various anthologies like Rising from the Dust, Born Too Soon, Macabre Tales, Secret Dairy, Airavata, Sharing Lipstick, and Shattered. She's a regular blogger with Momspresso, Women's Web, Let's Make Stories, Beyond the Box, Sharing Stories, and Chrysanthemum Chronicles. And she has many awards to her credit. Second prize at Asian Literary Society Awards 2020 and first runner-up at BTB, Beyond the Box Wordsmith Awards 2021. Thank you so much. Welcome, Preeti, to this event.
Thank you so much, Rohini. It's an honor really that you thought I was fit enough to be a guest. And I'm so excited to hear all these stories from such little ones. Thanks, Rohini.
My pleasure, my pleasure. And next we have a guest, and she has just left just now, Meera Bharat. She needs no introduction, but to introduce her, Meera Bharat is a passionpreneur, growth enabler, coach, founder of writing and storytelling communities, Maya Katha, where stories dance, and Let's Make Stories Dino. Meera had another important assignment today, so she has to attend that. So just came here. She just wished everybody good luck and left. And that is now, welcome everybody. And next we have Soumya Goel. Soumya Goel is a wellness she's a psychologist and a wellness coach. Where is Soumya? One second. Who has been handling various kinds of events for various organizations, and over and above it, she's a close friend of mine, and also she gives me lots of suggestions every time I need, and a timely help. She does timely help whenever I need it. Thank you so much, Soumya. I'm sorry, it got disconnected in between, so
no worries. I think I mean I am completely lost, after being surrounded by such esteemed guests. So I'm glad you lost. You lost because there's not much to say anyway. I'm absolutely looking forward to listening to the children. And it's an honor, Rohini, and thank you for thinking of me, to be here, really. I mean, my kids have been part of your events, and so, it's an absolute honor for me as a parent as well.
Thank you so much. So now, without any more delay, shall we go into the event? Yes. I actually thought of going for a spinning wheel, but as Gayatri, the first child, she has got an examination very next. So let us start with Gayatri, and then on we will have a spinning wheel. Okay? Is it all okay for everybody? So here is Gayatri Achar. Gayatri is a grade 11 student from Chennai. She enjoys writing short stories and penning down her thoughts in the form of poems. Apart from writing, she likes reading novels and singing Carnatic music. And one second. We have a surprise now. I have a little co-host. Who is that? Can anyone guess? It's Ishta. Ishta, Welcome.
Ishta. This was a good surprise, Rohini, because I've seen Ishta before. I'm sure she's going to make it very interesting.
Yeah, Ishta is going to start. Ishta is going to start this beautiful event with a sweet little song. Thank you so much, Ishta, for gracing this occasion. Welcome to Read Your Story event. And here is, like, the whole screen is yours now. You can.
Good evening, everybody. I am so happy to perform at Read Your Story event. Before my friends begin their wonderful stories, I am going to sing songs because it is the wonderful holiday season. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is quiet. Round yon virgin mother and child, holy infants, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly peace. Now, let us sing a fun song. If possible, everybody repeat after me. You know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows like a light bulb. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names like Pinocchio. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games like hopscotch. But one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, ho, 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 Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then all the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee, yippee! Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. You'll go down in history. You'll go down in history. Thank you, everyone.
That's so sweet. That's so beautiful. That's so graceful. What a beautiful song. Thank you so much, Ishta, for starting the event with a bright and energetic song. Thank you so much.
My pleasure, Auntie.
Love you much, dear. And now we go with Gayatri's story. Gayatri,
Yes, ma'am.
yeah, the screen is all yours, dear.
Good evening, I'm Gayatri Achar. First of all, before I begin reading my story, I would like to thank Rohini ma'am and the Beyond Academics team for conducting this amazing event and giving this wonderful opportunity to read aloud our stories. So now I'll start reading my story. My story is titled The Christmas Lesson. It was Christmas Eve. Amy stood on the snow-laden earth waiting for a train. It chugged by slowly till it finally came to a halt, emitting the last puff of black smoke. A small thin boy, dressed up like a conductor, shouted, "Well, what are you waiting for? Come in." Amy walked slowly to the train. She went inside a compartment where there were little boys and girls of her age who seemed to be excited about something. "Silence!" roared the conductor. Immediately, everyone became quiet. The conductor cleared his throat and said, "As all your letters would have informed you, you all have been on Santa's list of very well-behaved children. So you've been invited by Santa to ride his sleigh this Christmas Eve and assist him to deliver all his gifts." There was an air of delight and excitement among the children. The only person who was not joining in the celebration was Amy. Amy read the letter meant for her sister and had come to the secret spot to get on the train. She was now a little nervous and scared that Santa would find out. The train stopped at the North Pole and everybody went up. They found themselves in front of a huge castle. "Ho, ho, ho," Santa said. He and his reindeers seemed to have materialized out of thin air. "Are you all excited?" Santa said. "Yes," the children said. "Then jump in." All the children ran to the sleigh. Amy tried to act normal like the other children and was about to enter the sleigh when Santa put a hand on her shoulder. "You're not Alice by any chance, are you?" No, Amy stammered. "I'm her sister." He said. "Stealing your sister's letter?" "I'm sorry," Amy said, now really nervous. "It was wrong of you to have stolen your sister's letter. You can ride my sleigh, but," he added with a twinkle in his eye, "as a punishment, your sister will get your gift too, while you won't get any this Christmas." Amy was both happy and sad at the turn of events, but she did get what she deserved. Thank you.
That was so beautiful. Anupama, what do you say about this story? Like when you read it, how do you feel? How did you feel?
Actually, I was about to say that this story, in fact, even when I was reading it before seeing Gayatri read it out, I was bowled over. Not just, I think the story idea, of course, was great, but even the way she has narrated it, her writing is so refined for a child. So it was really impressive, very well done, Gayatri, and you truly have a writer in you. So keep nurturing that writer within you, and I'm sure you'll really go places in your life. Thank you so much for that fabulous reading of your story.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Gayatri, for being here and reading out. All the very best.
Thank you.
Yeah. And now we are going to have a spinning wheel. And we're going to see who is the next person. Hey, it's Prisha. Lovely. So here we have Prisha Ambi. Prisha is studying in grade 4. She's an avid advanced reader. She has been taking classical ballet training since last 4 years and has given ballet international exams. She's also taking Trinity College of London programs. In her free time, she loves to do sketch along with writing poems and stories. Welcome, Prisha.
Thank you, everyone.
Yes.
Good evening, everyone. Today, I'm going to read the story titled The Runaway Girl. When I reached home, I asked my adopted mother, Catherine, the question that was troubling me the most. Mom, who is my biological mother? She looked at me with teary eyes and said, "Oh, sweetie, I wish I knew more about your real mother." Somehow, I made Catherine contact the adoption center to find out the whereabouts of my biological mother. Catherine asked the reason, but I made up an excuse that I was just curious. A few days later, without Catherine's permission, I creeped out of the house. I reached the train station on my cycle. I took a train to reach my destination, where my biological mother was staying. and I had enough pocket money that I saved till now to buy the ticket and the cycle transportation. I was peacefully sleeping on my berth and dreaming about meeting my biological mother. I felt like she hugged me and said it was a mistake to leave me at the adoption center. Meanwhile, I heard a loud bang, and when I opened my eyes, I saw fire surrounding me. The train had crashed. I heard Catherine shouting my name. But now it's too late. I felt my skin burning and everything turned black. Now I'm that soul sitting near a railway line, seeing some trains crash while others move towards their destination. I'm waiting for a miracle to happen, that Santa is taking me back to my loving and caring adopted mother, Catherine. I made a mistake. Thank you.
That was so emotional, Prisha. Really, it was so connecting, and the acceptance part is so beautiful. Really amazing.
Very profound, Prisha. I think for your age to write a story like this, so profound, so
Yeah.
deep. I got goosebumps with your narration also, honestly, especially, the climax.
Yeah.
I could feel it. I could feel the, the conflict of the child and how the emotions exactly. Very, very good, very, very well done. Very impressive.
Thank you
very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Prisha.
Ma'am, you're on mute. Ma'am, you're on mute.
Can you see me now? Who is it? One second. It is Akshara.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you hear me, Akshara?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Akshara enjoys reading and writing and narrating stories. Her hobbies are playing, arts, and crafts. That is so sweet, Akshara. You can start.
Hello, everyone. My name is Akshara. My story name is The Fun Night. It was a cold winter, and I was sitting outside my house, seeing the stars and waiting for Santa to come to my house. The moon was shining brightly, and it was a clear night, able to see all stars. Choo choo! I was curious from where the sound was coming. It was a train going. From the train, the black smoke was coming, and the train went off. I was sitting outside my house till 11:45. Then I saw my watch, and the time was 11:55. Then I went inside my house and went to the kitchen and got cookies for Santa to eat and milk for drinking. And then I heard bells sound, and I thought it was Santa. And it was Santa was coming to my house. I was hiding, and Santa was getting down from the chimney, and I was eating my cookies and drinking my milk. And I came out, and Santa told me hi to me, and I told hi to Santa. He gave me a gift and went off. I was surprised that I saw Santa live, and and I was so happy that I couldn't sleep the whole night. Thank you.
That was so lovely. Sridevi,
Yes, ma'am.
yeah, you take lots of sessions like, raising readers and all those things, right? For children,
Yes.
how do you feel this story, Sridevi?
Definitely. It's a very interesting story. I'm just wondering, like, how these curious minds, they bring out the idea of bringing different perspective to one picture. So that's something really interesting, and excited and happy to listen to all the stories. So beautiful, Akshara.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Akshara, for such a wonderful story. Thank you, dear. All the very best.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes. And now we have again. Do we have Pritika here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, Pritika. 1 second. Pritika Bhatt, author of the soon releasing anthology Poetic Verses. She's a published poetess. She has a monomania for novels and nature. Her poems have been published on many platforms like Bukosmia, Beyond the Box, and Literoma as well. Welcome, Pritika. The screen is all yours.
Thank you so much, Rohini ma'am. It's a pleasure and honor to be here, and I'm really excited. So, before I narrate my story, I'm just going to say that the protagonist of the story is a girl named Noella, which is derived from the French word Noël, which means Christmas. Also, Grinch is a mythical creature who wants to steal Christmas because he doesn't like celebrations and carols. So, I'm going to start with the story now. The title is A Christmas for All. Noella was babbitt and content. Why? Because it was December. Does that explain everything? Nope. You see, Noella was an angel. Every year she had to wrap all the Christmas presents for tiny tots. Noella loved children, and thus the day after wrapping up the presents, her soul was satiated. But there was a tiny hole of dejection and disappointment, which opened up every year around this time. Even though Noella knew that she was one of the maidens, the juvenile couldn't help wondering why she didn't get a present. Santa was a bubbly guy. He couldn't forget his helpers, could he now? Apparently, yes, he could. Noella sighed, trudging to the division of departure. The Largies was about to travel to the Santa's apartment, and she was to supervise the delivery. The train was moving when she noticed Grinch hiding behind boxes, something very quirky. Upon getting thrown on the deep end, Grinch let out a weird gasp, which sounded like a book. Noella raised an eyebrow and sharply said, "What are you doing here? I thought Santa had prohibited you from entering the train of gifts and present our village." "Oh, really? I am unaware of that development," he replied, because he was annoying like that. "You better leave. The ramifications will not be good if I inform Santa of your reckless behavior," Noella warned. Fine going. But really, he wasn't. You see, after Noella left, Grin sneaked, as always, into the helper gifts section. And that was why the helpers didn't receive gifts. Santa would deeply think of what presents to gift, and then Grinch would grab them all. But Santa would think the gifts are distributed. After collecting all the presents in a basket, he jumped quite detrimental of the train. Noella saw him and gasped. She ran towards the door and jumped, nearing him. It was a movie-like moment in slow motion. Noella in midair and Santa on the reindeers watching from the moon. She finally caught hold of him. Snatching the basket, she clocked him in the head. Having witnessed this incident, Santa awarded Noella a Wheeler the Santa Angel Award. Noella was ecstatic. Everyone was informed of Noella's resilience, and Santa was also aghast. Grinch was moved to a prison in the Ville Criminelle. All in all, it was a Christmas for all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Pritika. Shweta had all smiles on her face as she was listening to this story. Shweta, what do you say? How did
It's
you
an
feel?
awesome story. The way she narrated it, it was beautiful. And the way it was written in a question answer form, every time she whetted our appetite by asking her questions. So what? And is that enough? It was beautiful, Pritika. I really, really enjoyed the story. And it brought in the joy, the sadness, bravery, so many elements and emotions together in one small story. It was just wonderful. All the best to you, Beta.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. That was so sweet. Thank you so much, Pritika. Thank you, Shweta. And now let us see who is there. Aditya, are you here, dear?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. With so much of energy.
Good morning. Good evening to everybody.
Aditya, don't you want me to introduce you?
Yes.
Yes. Aditya is a 7-year-old boy. He's an archer specialized in Indian and compound bow category. He won silver medal in district level competition and he loves playing mridangam and reading books. That is really wonderful to know. Multi-talented. Welcome, Aditya. The screen is all yours now.
A good evening to everybody. My name is Aditya Suresh and I am studying in class 2. Today I am going to narrate a story written by me. It's called Goosebumps on Christmas. Once there lived a boy whose name was Tyler. He lived with his parents and his little sister Annie. He asked his mother, "Can we start decorating the house for Christmas Eve?" "No, Tyler, we have to pay our loan," said Mom. Upset, he went to his bedroom. Suddenly, there was a very loud noise. Only Tyler and his sister heard it and rushed out. They were shocked to see a big train in front of their house. The most astonishing thing was that the train was 10 feet above the ground on a magical track. The train slowly landed on the ground. The ticket collector asked, "Do you want a ride?" They immediately agreed. In the train, they saw many children enjoying the ride. They went and sat on a seat. Suddenly, Tyler noticed a red button near Annie's seat. On pressing it, a secret passage opened, only visible to them. When they were inside the passage, they saw millions of books in shelves. Tyler opened the book and a snow monster came alive from it. On the passage wall, read the message, "Only love shuts the monster." And he quickly found a Valentine book, and when he opened it, the monster was sucked into the book. The passage disappeared, the ride was over, and they went home and slept. Next morning, they were surprised to see their house decorated and gifts below the Christmas tree. Tyler opened his book and saw the Valentine's book. Both realized last night was real. Thank you.
That was so lovely. That was so cute. Your way of rendering the story was so beautiful. Narration was so good. And Anupama, do you want to know the energy behind this little one?
Because when he was narrating, that was the thing I was wondering, that look at the energy of the child. The projection and the voice also had so much of energy. Really, Aditya, very creative. What's the secret, by the way?
It's his mentor, Gauri Bhargav.
No wonder.
Gauri, what do you say? What do you say about your student?
Yeah, he's actually very energetic. He's always very enthusiastic. And he's always bubbling with ideas. So all credits to him only.
Yes, I must say he's a very creative child. Even that's what I wrote in, just amazing. You have a great mentor, Aditya. So yeah, just keep going.
Yeah, even in the skit or anything, like he always memorizes the dialogue and he's always a pro in everything. So I don't have anything much to say.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Aditya. Thank you, Gauri.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yeah, next moving on. Let us go here. Hey. Sanvi, are you here, beta?
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, Sanvi.
Hi, ma'am.
Yeah, 1 second. I would like to speak a few things like, Sanvi is based in Bangalore. She's a 5th grader. She's a bibliophile and her favorite authors are Enid Blyton, Roald Dahl, Sudha Murthy, J.K. Rowling, etc. She also plays the keyboard and is a certified full stack developer, program and game developer. That's really wonderful.
Thank you.
Is it from White Hat Junior that you're learning?
Yeah, I just completed the course.
Awesome, awesome, great. And also a writer, right?
Yeah.
Great. So the screen is all yours, dear. Go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. I'm Sanvi, and my story is Maggie's Christmas. Maggie woke up yawning on Christmas Eve. She was lazy, but all the same, she was excited as she was going to Liverpool, her grandparents' home, for Christmas. She got ready hurriedly and reached the station. The train slowly chugged in through the snowy tracks. She boarded it, and as she settled in, something in the starry sky caught her eye. Was that a sleigh tied to reindeers flying across the full moon? Could it be Santa? She thought. Oh, come on, Maggie, grow up. Santa Claus is fictional. When she reached her grandparents' place, they received her excitedly. Freshening up a bit, Maggie stepped out into the garden. As she wandered through the garden, she heard a faint tinkling of bells. She followed the sound and moved towards a bright light that got brighter as she closed in. She saw a plump old man there. He wore a coat, pant, cap, all in red color, and brown boots. He was holding a lantern. Santa? She whispered. Yay! The old man yelled, startled. Oh my God, you're Santa Claus! Maggie yelled. No one must know I'm here. Santa frowned. I was just putting gifts in your sock. Really? What is it? Maggie squealed. Go on. Santa smiled. Oh, how cute. Inside the sock was a cuddly chihuahua. Maggie wished to have a puppy all her life, and finally her wish was granted. When she returned at the dining table, Maggie had a story to tell everyone. She told them about her adventure, and they did not believe even a single word of it. But surely she had a Merry Christmas. Thank you so much.
That was so beautiful. Sanvi, I really loved the way you narrated the story. You looked like a true storyteller. It was such a feast to the eyes. Your smile, your way of narration, and all was so very beautiful. Preeti, what do you say?
Rohini, I really can't say anything, I mean, I'm so spellbound. These kids, I mean, look at Sanvi, she had all those toys and props and so energetic and so expressive. And I mean, all this is going on live, right? Even now, if you tell me to shoot something like that, a story, and even if I shoot it, not being alive, I wouldn't be able to speak like this. And she's done such a good job and such a sweet story with the chihuahua and all. Very nice, Sanvi. Proud of you. Very nice.
So very beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sanvi. Thank you, Preeti.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Our pleasure, dear. And next, moving ahead, let us see who is there for us. We have Shrija with us now. Wow, Shrija.
Hi,
Once again, Shrija, she's a cheerful little girl studying in the 5th grade. She loves to read, listen, and narrate tales. And during the COVID-19 lockdown, she started to pen her thoughts in the form of poems, short stories. Her poems have been published in Beyond the Box, a Facebook page, and her first story has been published in Kidliophile e-magazine for kids. That is so wonderful, Shrija, an energetic storyteller. Screen is all yours now, dear.
Thank you, ma'am. Warm greetings to all of you. I'm K. Shrija. I'm going to narrate a story written by me titled The Thoughtful Wish. It was December 24th. Little Mary, holding her dad's index finger, was waiting eagerly at the railway station to receive her mom. She waited and waited and waited, but to her dismay, the train did not turn up. She saw a man running from the opposite direction in such a great hurry. Gasping for breath, he asked, "Are you waiting for train E5? Yes, replied Mary's dad. The man said, "The train got stuck in the middle of the track due to some engine problem. It might take a day or two to fix it." Mary was in tears. Her dad consoled her and took her home. She headed straight to the Christmas tree and wrote a new letter to Santa. It said, "Dear Santa, I not only want my mom, but everybody in the train to be safe and reach home before Christmas. I don't want any other gifts." The next day, she heard her mom wishing, "Merry Christmas, sweetheart." She bounced with joy as if her spring was attached to her feet. "Mom, did the train engine get fixed so quickly?" asked Mary, surprised. "A miracle happened yesterday. We saw elves fixing up the engine so quickly." The elf sang, "Dear Mary, never do you fear when we are here. Your selfless thoughts, cute words, left Santa's heart stirred. Santa ordered us to fix the engine to fulfill your wish so pristine." Just then, she heard the doorbell ringing. When she opened the door, Santa was smiling there with loads of gifts for her. It was the best Christmas for Mary. Thank you.
That is so beautiful, so energetic, with the same energy, with the same rendering, with the same narration. Shrija, I always see you like this. And yeah, Sharmila, what do you say about this? Sharmila, can you unmute yourself, dear?
Now,
Yes.
can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yes,
Sharmila.
Rohini, I'm awestruck and full of happiness. I can't share my joy, and I really have a wish after hearing all these stories, if I can write a story.
I thought you would say, I want to publish all these stories.
I will do that for sure. I will do that. But I really wish today if I can write even single story. It's so beautiful. Thanks for inviting me.
Thank you. Thank
And
you.
I'm really
Much.
apologize for leaving few
No
little
problem. I
bit.
understand your commitment. Thank you so much for joining, Sharmila.
Thank you.
Thanks
God bless.
Yes.
Thanks.
Thank you so much, Rija. That was really wonderful, dear.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes. And moving on next, we'll see what's there in for us. Harsha. Harsha, are you here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, where is Harsha? I'm not able to see him.
Teacher, can you see me now?
Yes, yes, I can see you, dear. So speaking a few words about Harsha. 9 years old Harsha is from Vellore. Presently, he lives in Malaysia. He's always interested in exploring and learning new things. And you know, his hobbies are reading books, drawing, playing chess, and badminton. He's got a favorite quote as well. Nothing is impossible, because the word impossible itself says, I am possible. And his favorite book to read is Diary of Wimpy Kid, Roald Dahl, and Akbar and Birbal stories. And he wants to become a scientist in future. That's so nice of you, Harsha. Good to know you. And the screen is all yours. You can go ahead with your story.
Thank you, teacher. Hi, everyone. I am Harsha. Today, I am going to narrate the story that I wrote. Its title is Johnson and the Evil Ghost. Once there was a very poor girl waiting for the train in the station. When the train came, the girl got into it. Some time later, Johnson, a passenger, found something fishy with the girl. He found that the girl in the washroom, he found out that the girl was like making red light coming out of her eyes from nowhere. That was very bad. Everyone was very scared also. She also was laying her head down. And another time, what the girl did was, everyone was sleeping. Johnson saw that the girl was chanting something that no one knows what she was chanting. But now Johnson knew that the girl is a ghost. He found it very quickly. Now he wanted to tell everyone that the girl is a ghost. So he was very clever, smart, and courageous. He thought of an idea and got one. What he did was opened his bag, took his notebook, and tore pages, wrote the girl is a ghost, and gave it each of the passengers. Now everyone is completely aware that the girl is a ghost. Now everyone never went near the girl itself because they were very scared, or they neither didn't panic because the girl would do something unpredictable. Suddenly, a lightning struck Johnson and he got magical powers. A voice said, "Hi, I am Santa. I give you magical powers to defeat the ghost." And Johnson used his magical powers, defeated the ghost, and saved all the passengers. All the passengers thanked Johnson for saving them. News about Johnson and the evil ghost spread all over the world. Johnson and the evil ghost were very famous. Also, what happened was, he was also known as the God's favorite messenger in some places. The end. Thank you, teachers, for listening to my story.
Can you hear me?
Yes, teacher.
That was really beautiful, Harsha. Anupama, what did you like in his story?
I actually, I think right now I must say that I was just enamored by his narration. You know, I mean, of course, the story is good, but I think he took it a notches higher with the way he narrated,
Yes.
and it didn't seem like he was reading. I mean, I don't know if he actually kind of like memorized, but it just seemed like he's actually telling a story, you know, with all those animated gestures, expressions.
Exactly.
I love the way he modulated his voice also at so many places. Brilliant. You know, you have a wonderful storyteller in you, Harsha. So you captivated me totally. Very well done.
That was great, Harsha. That was really beautiful. I also did not feel like as if he was reading. He was simply narrating, keeping those words in his mind. He simply narrated the story. That was so beautiful. Thank you so much, Harsha. And moving on, we have hey. Momita, are you present here? Yes, she's here. Momita Das Gupta lives in Netherlands. She's a grade 5 student studying at Amity International School, Amsterdam. She loves reading books on adventure and fantasy. She also enjoys arts and crafts and music. She wants to be a doctor and save lives when she grows up. That is such a wonderful, profession that you want to take up. Very good, Momita. So you can start, dear.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Momita Das Gupta. Today, I'll be narrating my story called A Special Christmas. A Special Christmas. It was a white Christmas with sheets of snow everywhere. 8-year-old Luna, who had chocolate brown hair and bright green eyes, didn't like Christmas, for she had no parents and her selfish aunt didn't give her any presents on Christmas. Luna went out exploring on Christmas Day. She got a glimpse of a character in the sky with a sleigh driven by reindeer. She followed it and found an abandoned train. She hopped on. Within minutes, Luna found herself in a colorful factory with toy bright lights and tiny people with pointy ears. Mr. Claus, someone's in your factory, trembled the elf, Holly. Where am I? Questioned Luna. This is the North Pole. It's where the magic of Christmas really happens. My name is Santa. Some of my helpers call me Mr. Claus, announced Santa. I'm sorry, but I don't really like Christmas, mumbled Luna. It's because my parents died and I had to live with my unkind aunt, who never gives me any presents. I see. Holly, send a message to her aunt and tell her that someone can take care of her better, said Santa. I don't understand. Are you going to take care of me? Will I get to make presents with you? Luna shrieked. Luna's aunt was happy to get rid of her. Luna moved in with Santa. She started making toys for all the children. This was the best gift Luna had ever received. From then on, she looked forward to Christmas each year. Thank you for listening to my story. I hope you enjoyed. Happy holidays.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Momita. That was a wonderful story. Gauri, what do you say about it?
Yeah, I actually loved this story because the plot was very unique because one thing was she brought out the change so well. So the girl was first sad in the beginning, but later she went on to live with Santa and how she wants to spread the happiness to everybody. Like she herself did not like Christmas and did not get gifts, but she eventually went to live with Santa and she started making gifts for everybody. So that whole thought process was very nice for a young child like that. So I loved it.
Thank you so much.
And it has been so beautifully woven. The story, it was the narration was perfect.
Yes.
Very good, Momita.
Yes.
Thank you.
What do you say, Shweta?
So, like Gauri said, the most beautiful aspect was she did not ask for a gift for herself, which generally kids and Christmas you associate with them together. She asked for a gift of love and happiness for the other kids. So, that emotion itself for a small child to express, to think and express was wonderful. I really enjoyed your story, Momita. All the best to you, Bita.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Momita. And we have actually, Naisha is not present here, so she has sent her video that I would be playing at the end. But now, as of now, I would spin the wheel again so that the participants who are already present here would be sharing their story. We have Hijoy now. Hijoy, are you here? Oh, yes, I can see you. Hijoy is a child full of curiosity and imagination. He loves to write and narrate his self-written stories. That's so very nice. So Hijoy. Can you unmute yourself, Hijoy? That's okay, that's okay. Not able to hear you, but Vita, not able to hear you. No. Yeah, now it's, yes, you are able to speak up just.
Good evening, everybody.
Yes. Be a little louder.
Good evening, everybody. I'm going to tell the story.
Your voice is not clear, Hijoy.
Yeah, we cannot hear you clearly. Maybe you can just adjust if there's a mic. Or still cannot hear you.
Yeah. It's echoing actually.
Just a minute, I will just adjust it.
That's an echo. One device will have to be switched off, I guess.
Okay.
Or else you can Aditi, you can connect from the mobile and can give him. Okay, fine. Hijoy, would you like to take some time so that shall I go for the next
maybe
one?
we can
Yeah.
get the other child.
Is Hasini here?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, Hasini, where are you?
Teacher, I'm here.
Yes, Hasini, I can see you now. Hasini is 12 years old, studying in Global Indian International School in Malaysia. Her hobbies are drawing, riding cycle, and coding. Her favorite quote is, "Happiness is not something you postpone for the future. It is something you design for the present." That's great. She likes to read stories and she wants to be a computer engineer in future. Wonderful, Hasini.
Thank you, teacher.
Yes, start, please.
Good evening, everyone. I am Hasni. Today, I'm going to read the story, Fight Your Fears. When everything was going on well in Gotham City, suddenly the ground trembled with loud rumbles. A humongous monster rose up from the ground and laughed out loud. Ha ha ha! The time I waited has come. Now this city is mine, he screamed. The people screamed and ran helter-skelter to escape from the monster Bongo. But Bongo caught them as quick as they ran and trashed them on the ground. To save their lives, they had no other way but to listen to the monster, and soon they became monster slaves. Ellie, a brave and a kind girl, didn't want to listen to the monster and wanted to find a way to save her city. She ran to her grandma's house. She found an old diary in an old jewel chest. She started reading and found an unusual story. Long time ago, Bongo the monster tried to rule the city, but people in the city were courageous and brave. They never listened to Bongo. Since people resisted to listen, Bongo failed to rule the city, and soon the king of the monsters sent him to the center of the earth as a punishment. If Bongo comes again, he will regain power when people obey his orders. Now Ellie tried to convince the people. She told them the people in the olden days were courageous and brave. Because of that, they defeated this monster. If they can do it, we can also do it. But no one listened to her. It was Christmas Eve, and Santa visited to give Christmas. But Santa understood that something was wrong. Ellie came to Santa and told everything that happened in the city to Santa. Santa called everyone and told the people to work with unity and be brave. He said that Ellie was right and asked the people to be brave. The people listened to Santa. This time, they didn't obey the monster, and soon they were able to destroy Bongo forever. Ellie's intelligence and bravery was much appreciated. Santa took her on a train to a magical world as a gift to her and returned her back to home. Then Ellie said goodbye to Santa. Thank you.
That was so beautiful, Hasini. As I was listening to your story, I could feel the picture prompt was coming in front of my eyes. Exactly. Preeti, how did you feel the story?
She's so confident. I mean, she narrated it so well, so confidently, in front of the camera. And as you said, Rohini, I could actually picturize Bongo and Delhi. And the story is, I mean, it has such a strong moral, really. I mean, it's like, talking about Mahatma Gandhi. You don't listen, you show total no cooperation, without any violence. You can even still win against the monster. I really loved the story, Hasini. Great moral, great story, and great narration also. I mean, very confident. Keep it up.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you so much.
I just want to add that, I really liked how very creatively she integrated the message with the prompt and, the Christmas. I mean, that was very creatively, I mean, from the writing aspect, I think that was truly a winner in your story. When I was reading your story, I was very impressed with that. So,
Thank you.
Very well done.
Thank you, teacher.
That was great. That was great. Thank you so much, Hasini.
Thank you,
and Rejoy, are you ready, dear? Yes, you can start now.
Yes, ma'am. I'm ready, ma'am.
Yes.
Good evening, everybody. Today I'm going to tell the story The Library on Wheels. Elena wore her prettiest gown decorated with laces and frills and waited at the station on the snowy evening. The night before Christmas Eve, a toy train soon arrived and stopped at the empty station. A gentle voice greeted her and said, "Hi, Elena. I will take you to a world of imagination. Moving on the track. It will stay in this station until you discover your goal. There are thousands of books for you to explore. Leave a book from your own collection, which will help someone else like you take a journey and get transported to another world of pure and innocent imagination." Elena was thrilled to meet Santa and heard him speak. With a smile and sparkle in her eyes, she replied, "Dear Santa, you are indeed a true magician. Thanks for making me board the library on wheels." On the track of imagination, I will find my goal. I will find my identity indeed. I promise to read and discover my goal. Yes, I will leave one book
book of my favorite books for others to get transported to a world of magic. Wake up, Elena, it's time for a new beginning. Her mother's voice made her realize that she was dreaming. Mum, I know my goal. I will create a library on wheels and help others to shape their goals, she declared with a sparkle in her eyes and a confident tone. Elena rushed out to collect books for her library. Her mother watched her excitedly. Thank you. The moral is that learn to share.
Oh,
Thank you.
how wonderful, Joy. Your story connected to me so very well because, I also have the same dream to, have a library on wheels. I used to tell my friends, like, I want share, I love to share books. So I know how do I go about carrying them in bags? No, I would have a library on wheels. I would go from place to place and call like, Bhaiya, books aa gaya, aake padho. It really connected to me so much. Thank you so much, Rejoy. Anupama, you loved the story, I guess.
Yeah, for me, I would say the same thing, Rohini, that for me, I think I was sold on the concept of library on wheels. I thought it was quite unique as well in terms of, again, how he integrated that with the prompt. I wish to have that someday, Rejoy. Maybe you might grow up and, make something like that for all of us. Very well written story. For your age, I think the writing is very good. I mean, even if I consider the way you use your vocabulary and the way
And I
you
want
narrate
to
it.
tell something. I'm not
Yeah,
going
yeah,
to
please
do
do.
things because I'm interested in more making an aeroplane and flying in the open sky.
Okay, that's wonderful. So we'll see you flying in the sky someday then.
He's so clear with his thoughts. He's so clear with his thoughts. He's scared. His
But
mama
that
would
is
sit
what
down to
kids
write
these
it.
days are, they are so clear. I mean, he's just what I think 7-year-old, right, Rijoy?
Yes.
My God, amazing. I mean, this is too good, like really impressive.
Thank you so much, Rejoy. Thank you, dear. And now the last one is a story that has been written by Naisha. I would just like to share the screen. She has sent a video. She has an examination today, so she couldn't attend it. 1 second.
Why? Should we leave now? Why?
No, you're not supposed to leave.
How can I at least
Mm.
Ma'am, ma'am, we can't see you. We can't see the video. Ma'am, we cannot see the video. Are you playing it?
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I thought so that probably you have played, but yeah, it's not showing you. Did you share that video screen when you're sharing the screen? Just check that once again.
Yeah. Can you see it now?
Now, now we
Yeah.
can. So you will have to play it again, Rohini. Just go to the start.
I thought it has been playing. It was playing. So
Now you play. I think now we should be able to see it. But there's no sound, I think, or is it just me who can't hear?
We can't hear because we have to share along with the sound.
okay.
Yeah,
fine.
there'll be an option to share sound also. Yeah, you
Yeah,
need to
yeah.
click that. Yeah.
Sorry for the interruption. Can you see now?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Can you hear now?
No, ma'am. No.
No? That's okay. Like I would post it. I would post it later, Anupama. I think there is some problem. I'm unable to do that. So can you hear me now?
Yeah. We can hear. I think the video, probably some setting is not working, or maybe it was not ticked, so we were not able to hear the sound.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, that's fine. Maybe you can share it later, or probably what you can do so that even the others can see it is once the live is over, you can share that video on the platform Beyond Academics platform. So
I'll
that
do
way
that.
everybody will be able to see.
I'll do that. And now that comes to an ending of this Read Your Story event. We had amazing stories. We listened to amazing stories from all the 12 finalists, 12 participants. That was really very good. And now it's the time to announce the results. Children, are you all eagerly waiting along with me? Because I myself do not know who are the winners. Everybody is a winner, but Anupama is going to give us a surprise.
Can I go and hide somewhere? Because you've given me the most, I don't know, like I actually personally, this is something I always escape from, because it's so hard to choose when, everybody is so good. It may sound cliched, but genuinely, all the kids were excellent. They were so good. And even at Beyond the Box also, we generally, what we do is that, even though there are some winners, we also try to give a platform to the other kids as well, as much as possible, because we feel that every voice deserves to be heard and deserves an audience. So because of that, there is a surprise, which I guess Rohini, you will be sharing, is it?
Yes, I would be sharing the surprise.
Yeah,
But
okay,
this,
so that
this
will
surprise
come around.
The one with tension is by you, and the one with relaxation is by me.
Yeah, that's why she's very smartly given me the job of declaring together. And the good news Rohini is going to share. Okay, no worries. I'll take up this, difficult part. But kids, trust me, when adults say that winning and losing doesn't matter, we actually mean it, because winning and losing, I think it's just a part of that process of actually becoming the best version of you. Always look at it like that okay, today I probably may not win, but the thing is, so please don't think you lost something. I always tell all my students that forget about the word losing or loser. If you have not won the prize, you have won a lot of other things. So for example, today you all won an experience, today you all won appreciations, today you all won a lot of I think the exposure, which probably even we used to not get when we were that young. I don't think if we had to do something like this, we could do it. So you are going today full with, winning a lot of things. So just look at it like that. Now coming to sharing the results. So I am not sure. I've taken the liberty, Rohini, to have a tie in one of the positions. So I hope that's okay, because the scores were exactly the same. Just before I declare the names, I also want to share the criteria, or the basis of judging. So of course, the creativity definitely was a factor, that if there was an element of uniqueness in the story, or if not in the story, somewhere in the characterization or in the narration. So that was definitely a factor. And then of course, how you narrated the story, your narration style, whether you could keep the the reader engaged, all of that, of course. And definitely today, of course, you all were here to even read it out. So how you reached, if it's basically something like, if it reached here, your job is done, right?
Yes.
Okay, so there is a tie for the third position. Okay, so the tie is between Momita Das Gupta. So Momita, congratulations.
Thank you.
And the other child, basically the tie is with Hasini.
Hasini, wow, where are you, Hasini?
So congratulations, Momita and Hasini. Momita's, I felt that her story was a balance of everything, in terms of, the messaging, the creativity, there was also some amount of innocence, when kids write a story, the way she narrated also. So I think everything was just apt. And of course, Hasini's story, like I even said earlier, was brilliant in terms of how she gave across such a wonderful message of facing fears, overcoming them, and just going out there and overcoming the monsters. I think that itself, it was very powerfully written. So congratulations, kids.
Hearty congratulations, Hasini and
I'm not
Momita.
sure if Hasini is around.
Yeah, I'm not able to see her face actually, video.
Yes, teacher.
All right. Now the second prize winner is Pritika Bhatt. Is Pritika around?
Yeah, I'm here.
Ah,
Yeah.
Pritika,
Hey,
yes.
Pritika, your voice, it should be louder now. You won the second. Are you hungry? Are kids hungry? Okay, so Pritika, congratulations. Pritika's story also, what really stood out for me in that story was, again, the creativity factor. Also, what I really liked is, in very few words, her characterizations were really strong. I could actually, picture the characters. They were very nuanced also. There was a lot of nuance in her story. To have that kind of layering, it's amazing that at that age you have so much of form in your writing. So yeah, keep writing, keep practicing, and keep wowing us. And now it's time to share the winner. I don't want to ask any guesses, because I'm sure then there'll be so many names and all confusion. Okay, so the winner is Prisha Ambi.
Oh, wow, Prisha, wonderful, dear, wonderful.
Congratulations, Prisha. Very powerful story and equally powerful narration. Both of the things were really, really good. And, again, for your age, I must say that your thinking is here, like so advanced. So God bless all you kids, actually, and keep nurturing this creativity in you. And you all give me hope, truly. When I see the way kids think, the way they are, you really give me hope. So thank you. And okay, so now I think I will over to Rohini to give the good news, which we have for the kids.
So congratulations.
Rohini, you need to treat me for giving me this difficult job. Some pizzas for sure.
It's on the way. It's on the way. It will reach you. So congratulations, Momita, Hasini, Pritika, and Prisha. Thank you so much for participating, and congratulations to all the other participants also. Kudos to all your efforts. And now moving forward, we have an amazing surprise for you. In fact, it is a surprise to me this evening. I received a very good news. The winners, that is the top 3 winners, along with 2 special mentions, would be going into, the entries would be going into Beyond the Box March 2022 edition. That is really commendable. An amazing platform, Beyond the Box, and your writings would be in the March 2022 edition. And apart from that, the other 3 participants, that is the 6th, the 7th, 8th position participants, would be going into Beyond the Box website their entries would be going into Beyond the Box website. That was really a biggest treat that I have got from Anupama. Apart from
No, it's
judging
my
the event-
pleasure. So because we have a tie, so actually it will be like, I think it's actually going to be 6 kids who will be a part of the BTB Chron. So just to let you all know, at Beyond the Box, we have a quarterly e-magazine called BTB Chronicles. It's a literary journal, usually theme-based, which goes out to all our subscribers across the globe. And yes, so the March edition, which will be coming up in the new year, is where all the top 6 will be published. And apart from that, 3 more kids will be chosen, and their stories will be published on Beyond the Box website. Beyond the Box website is the only website in India which has a dedicated corner for publishing the work of kids, along with also giving them informed guidance on how they can do better. So and we get about 22K hits on an average in a month. So yes, your voice will reach out to a lot of people, kids, and you deserve it totally. I wish I could actually, publish everything, if I had, I mean, if I could, I would have, but of course we have limitations there, again, we cannot do it for all, but please keep writing, kids, and keep participating in, all such events. As I said, it is all about becoming the best version of you slowly, just learning and take that experience, enjoy the process. That's most important.
Thank you so much, Anupama. It was, in fact, a prize to the kids and, prized possession for me beyond academics. It is like, going my children entries going into, I consider all of them as my children. My daughter was asking, in fact, how about me? Am I not your child? She was asking me when I told her this news today afternoon. And it is really a prized possession for me. It is an honor for Beyond Academics for the children's entries to be posted in such an prestigious platform. Thank you so much, Anupama. Thank you so much.
Thank you, kids, and lots of love to everybody. Thank you all my guests today, the guests of honor. I think everybody, you all know already that I love you all, and I really admire you all as writers as well. I don't get to say this often in person, but yeah, I mean, it was such a pleasure. Just I think it was a really wonderful evening today.
Thank you so much. And I wanted to hear something from Soumya. Actually, she logged out in between. So I just wanted to hear something. As always, I want to hear from her.
Thank you, Rohini. I'm mesmerized. I am so sorry my MCB had tripped, and I could log in only towards the end. But I was fortunate to hear quite a few stories from the ones who won, and it's the most difficult job what Anupama got, really. And it's not enviable at all. And thank you, Rohini. Thank you, Anupama, for creating such platforms and ecosystems for, children. And I mean, the kind of growth we've seen in children now in terms of writing, the kind of writing they've been doing, the kind of recitation they've been doing, it's absolutely, we were not at all at, that level when we were their age. So it's only growing, and it's only moving forward to because of people like you, because of the platforms you've been creating. So it was again an honor to be a part of this, and a lovely evening, whatever part I could be whatever bit I could be a part of. And I missed it. I'm going to watch it live, watch it again on FB completely. And thank you for having me here.
Thank you so much. Shweta, can you just throw a light on today's event, Shweta?
So first of all, thank you, Rohini, for having me here. And as a podcaster, I was really looking forward to this event because I do stories and I'm doing it all alone, and I don't have any cameras in front of me, and I can do editing and retakes. Hats off to all the kids for doing this live. I could have never done it in my life. To read the story, to emote, and to engage the audience all at the same time without any editing, that is fabulous. And as Rohini and Anupama, the kind of work that you're doing, it is beautiful. Like you said, we didn't have these kind of platforms at our time. Not only are you encouraging them to think creatively and put it on paper, but to do this sessions live is a totally different kind of a thing. Like when I started doing small little live sessions, I would be tongue-tied even at my age, even though I'm a podcaster, so this is such a learning process for me at this age. So imagine the kind of exposure the kids are getting thanks to you both. So, Thank you for all these creative initiative, ladies. Please continue it, and please make me a part of these too, so that I can also grow with them.
I'm coming next to you. I'm coming to you, Shweta. Be ready.
And congratulations to all the children who participated in one. Guys, there are amazing stories. As a podcaster who's on the lookout for stories, as adults, sometimes we get set in our ways. But with kids, there were such innovative and beautiful ideas, and just keep that innocence alive. All the best to you. Thank you, Rohini. Thank you, Anupama.
Thank you so much. That was lovely. And actually, frankly speaking, I have got 3 people in my life because of whom I'm here today in the field of writing and storytelling. And Anupama has been my mentor. Like, she's a mentor to many other children. She is a mentor to me as well. I am always a student, a lifetime student, I can tell. And Meera Bharat is a second one. And Mona Lisa Joshi ma'am, for whose platform I have written my first poem. So I'm always grateful to them. Because of them, I'm here today. I'm able to see all of you today. And this is such a wonderful journey that I got to meet so many beautiful people, so many beautiful souls, and who are so cooperative, so supportive, so encouraging. Every moment and every milestone, they were there with me. They have been traveling and journeying with me continuously. Like all of them have become a family to me. Like Shweta, Preeti, Gauri, Aditi, Moon. Though I haven't seen Moon till today, she's so close to my heart. I can, I message her as if I'm speaking to her in person. That is the rapport that I have developed. Soumya, everybody, it's because of Soumya I got to know Sharmila Agarwal, and because of that I could, go for the publishing of the book. So it's such a wonderful platform, such a wonderful place. Though virtual, I can feel as if I'm staying with a family here. Thank you so much for being here, gracing this occasion with all the love, with all the support, and looking forward for many more events like this with all your support and cooperation. So anybody would like to share anything before we end up?
I think Pritika is raising her hand. Yeah.
Yes, Pritika.
I would just like to thank Anu Auntie and Rohini Ma'am for this brilliant opportunity, because this was such a memorable and different experience. And also I don't really write stories often, so this was a different kind of journey for me, and I'm really thankful to you. So thank you so much. It was a brilliant evening.
That was my pleasure, dear. Thank you so much for participating. Thank you so much. Yes, Seema. Yes, Seema.
Thank you so much, Rohini, for this wonderful platform. And kids really got the talents they want to show, their skills. These are the platforms which give a really tough, what I can say, the competition to compete with themselves. Otherwise, they won't understand their own hidden skills and talents. These are the platforms they really, the kids need right at the right time.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Seema. Thank you for the support. Like, I'm really very happy. I've got no words today. I'm totally, blocked thoughts. Everything is blocked all around, because all the excitements, all the surprises have been pouring on my mind continuously since the last 3-4 days. I've been working on this, and it went on very well. Thank you so much once again to all the honorable guests and my chief guest Anupama for gracing this occasion, and for all the parents and for all the little beautiful children for taking time, participating in the event, and coming out with such wonderful stories. So we will update you once again with the list of the participants who would be going into the Beyond the Box website and Beyond the Box edition soon. We would be posting you in person. Thank you so much. So shall we log off, say a big bye-bye, wish you all a very happy Christmas and a very happy New Year. Would be looking forward for many such events in the coming year too. God bless you all.
Thank you so much.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye.
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 Thank you, Rohini.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye.
Nice
Bye.
meeting everyone.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Bye all.
Bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye-bye, Akshara. Bye, Moon. Bye, Shweta. Bye, Preeti. Bye, Gauri.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye, Momita.
It was so wonderful seeing you all.
Yes, Moon. Thank you
All
so
the best. Had a wonderful
Congratulations.
evening.
Congratulations on your daughter's
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Had a wonderful time. I wish you all the best in the journey ahead.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 Bye.